Alright, I spent hours building this track and now it's testing time. I have not tested this track yet, so if something screws up, then all the time's for nothing. Woo! This is the make or break. Launching in 3, 2, 1, go! What's up guys? It's Alex B, the creator of M&H Racing, here at the Marble Tokyo-Dome. Not for watching a marble event, but creating one. Before we continue, I just want to let you know that if you're new, M&H Racing believes that anybody can create something intense just with a few objects and some good old imagination. So the main goal today is to construct a track for Event 8 that'll be intense for the viewers. Because if I can't get a good idea in time, then I don't have any good content to post for M&H Racing. So this is what you would call the battleground that the marbles will be competing in for the next event. Just got off of Google Images and imported on Pages. So let's print this guy out and add it to our canvas. And here it is all printed out in its glory. And we can put that here for now. So now the problem is you can't really do anything with this because if you have the marbles doing their own thing, they're eventually going to get out of the field. All right, we got some tools that could probably help us here. We got some blocks that I've had for I don't even know how long now, and some Hubalino bricks. Let's see what we can do with these things to make a barrier for our new potential athletes. So here is the finished stadium, and we ran into a few problems here. So although this wall does the job, which is prevent the marbles from getting knocked out of the stadium, it doesn't really look aesthetically pleasing. So I do have a few more tools that we could use to not only keep the functionality there, but also make it look more aesthetically appealing. So we got a pretty stable barrier now to prevent the marbles from flying off. Now we got another problem though. So these little guys they were too big to fit here. So when the marbles do collide, there's still a chance of them flying out. But thankfully I do have some tape that we can use to put here. So if the marbles hit there, they'll just ricochet off and cause even more chaos when the action does happen. So we got the tape installed. Now the marbles will have no problem staying in there. So now the thing is, while this looks a lot more aesthetically pleasing than the Hubalino bricks we had earlier, we could still spice things up a little bit. I could definitely add some stuff here and here, and these two places right here. So believe it or not, all the graphics you see on my videos are created on Pages. So what I usually do is I get my logo here, and then I zoom it in or out depending on the place I want to put it. So let's get this printed out. I'm actually gonna have to create 3 more first. All right, let's print these guys out and get them on the field. We got our advertisements printed out. I'm sure the stadium's gonna look a lot nicer when we got these on. So the stadium's really coming along. Looks a lot better with those logos. But now we stumble upon a new problem. So the thing is, between the audience and the end of this table, there isn't enough room for the skywheel track to be put into place, because on this end, the skywheel track's over the floor, and over here, it's over the poor audience. So thankfully, I have a couple extra tables that I'm gonna have to use to extend our canvas. So as you can see, adding these two tables has given me a lot more space, but with the cost of the stadium. So I gotta get these fans back to where they're supposed to be, and then we can set up the actual track for this to be up and running. It wasn't easy, but I got the stadium back to what it was before and a lot more canvas space to work with. If you're wondering what all these black marks are for, it's to clean off the white marks that were there before, and that's what this towel was here for. So now that I got enough room, let's get the skywheel track on and we're gonna complete this stadium. Well, judging by the process, it is so close to completion. Now all I have to do is add some 3D printed nets, and then we'll go for the big test. So this is the printing software where we'll be 3D printing 2 of these soccer nets. Huge credit to the creator. I'll post the link to their Thingiverse in the description below. So it turns out more than halfway through the print, my nozzle actually clogged. So these were supposed to be soccer nets, but they just turned out like this. I need to get some supplies from the store, clean up this nozzle, and try to print the nets again. All right, got my soccer nets. So time to pry these out and get them on our track. The track really looks amazing now, but we left behind this pretty big mess. We definitely don't want that in our final video, so I gotta clean that up. And after that, we're good for the test runs. All right, I spent hours building this track, and now it's testing time. I have not tested this track yet, so if something screws up, then all the time's for nothing. So we got our 2 test teams right behind me. Let's get testing. Woo! This is the make or break. Launching in 3, 2, 1, go. And I would say it works overall. We would just have to attach the nets so that they don't fly over like that. But I think overall this will make up for some really intense action for the actual video. And that's it for my first vlog in a really long time. If you want to see this track in operation, be sure to go check out the video on the top right of your screen. And I'll catch you guys when Event 8 premieres.